Welcome to Nerd and the Noob, episode 10. We talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, the WWE involved with Scooby-Doo, and the passing of Joe Kubert. Welcome back, everybody. This is Nerd and the Noob. My name is Greg. I am your nerd.
I am Michael. I'm your noob.
And thank you for joining us yet again.
For another extravagant. Probably not extravagant.
Not very extravagant.
No, probably just another enjoyable episode. At least I hope you're enjoying them. We don't get much feedback. We really want feedback.
Yes.
Send us emails. Tweet us.
Comment on
something.
YouTube.
Please. We're lonely.
We're needy.
So how was your weekend?
I worked a lot.
Yeah? Did you do anything fun at all?
I decided I was old finally.
Okay, how'd you figure that out?
Well, I got home yesterday, and there was a bunch of teenagers there.
Okay.
For a party.
That'll definitely do it.
And the first thing I thought was, dang, I can't get away from all these teenagers.
Okay, yeah.
I wish they would leave.
That would definitely make one feel old.
Other than that, I worked a lot. I've been up a lot, and it's just a very long weekend.
Long weekend. All right.
Let's see here. My week, my little boy got out of the car by himself, went all into the school by himself this morning.
But forgot his backpack.
No, he got everything.
I thought you said he forgot his backpack.
No, the first day I forgot to put his name badge on him because they have little tags.
They don't know who he is?
They wanted to make sure that they knew that he was a kindergartner.
He's like yay tall.
Yeah, but
what is he, in 5th grade?
He's tall. He's as tall as some of the 1st and 2nd graders.
Uh-huh. He knows he's not in 1st and 2nd grade.
But they don't.
Okay. Anyways,
all right,
continue. Okay, my weekend. Well, today alone, I took picture after picture. We went all over the place. We started out at Best Buy, bought a couple of new things for the setup. Got a nice new controller for the computer and a pop filter. So I don't know if you guys notice a difference in the quality, but now we have a pop filter. And I don't think it's supposed to sit on the mic. I don't know, but anyways. And then we went to 2 different furniture stores, which was cool. But out of 2 different furniture stores, we found 2 different places, 2 different things we liked. That was it. In 2 stores. 2.
That's it.
Dose.
And you went to big stores because you live in a big town.
Yes, we went to the big stores. We didn't go to the little stores. Then we turned around and we went to the mall, where we did the game. We walked all the way around. I had it figured out. It's a 2-story. With escalators on both sides. So if you start in and go down the right side, and then come do the loop at the back, and then go down that escalator, you can do the entire circle of the bottom floor, come back up that same escalator, and then hit the left side on your way back out. You can hit everything without having to double cross
without
anything.
double backing.
Yeah, I figured that out. I know, even though I've been there 4,200 times in the last few years. And we went and bought some. We went to Wally World and got some stuff, and I got something at Walmart. I don't remember what now. I don't really remember.
The controller?
No, I got that at Best Buy. Did I get anything at the mall?
I don't know. Let's think about it.
No, it's not as humorous when they're not watching us. You should remember that. No, I don't. I got something at one. Oh, we got the Lorax, which we're in the middle of watching right now.
It is quite funny.
It's kind of. It's a little sad though.
That's the whole point. That was his sad book.
It was sad. It's sad. We're not done with it yet.
No. You watched Hunger Games last night.
Hunger Games. Yeah, we watched that.
But you know what that
was
means
good.
for me?
It
means the Avengers comes out in a few weeks.
I watched it again already. I found it streaming online.
You,
Poor quality.
Bootlegger.
But I didn't download it.
Bootlegging.
I didn't download it. I just
hate it.
Streamed it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out how I can stream the new Batman movie next. I just watched it. Somebody had it. It is not illegal to watch what somebody else has.
Give them time.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be eventually. But anyways, so this week was just a lot of work. Got a new green screen for the setup. You guys can't see it because we rolled it up because we couldn't make it work with the 2 of us. So we've got our posters.
We got a new icon this week.
That we did.
Done by Echoes.
Echoes of an Artist.
Echoes of an Artist. It's right there. It's over here.
If you're not watching this, then he's pointing to the other part of our screen that's got everything.
It says end to end or nerd to noob.
Noob?
Noob.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever.
Well, I was going to use N squared, but a quick search of that on the internet discovered there's already an N squared.
Oh, fair enough. So,
but thank you, Echoes. Everybody, check him out.
Squared in Nerd to Noob. Okay,
Nerd
whatever.
to Noob.
Works for me. It's your design. I'm okay with it.
All right, if you're settled, are you good?
I think this live streaming. Yeah, I'm done. Now
and on to the long box.
We gotta start figuring out who's gonna do that.
I like the long box, so I'll say long box.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead. After you, long box.
First thing I saw is the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that we talked about that Marvel is going to be bringing out. More than likely to have the intergalactic or the galactical.
Galactical.
It's a word. Look it
Galactic.
up. Team against Thanos.
Galactical.
They are talking to James Gunn to direct this. Now,
and who is James Gunn?
Look behind you.
Which?
He wrote that.
Which one?
Lollipop.
Oh.
Among other things, Slither, Super.
Slither. That's that new one everybody's playing.
It's
creepy.
Scroll down.
Apparently, he was married to the Office star Jenna Fisher.
Yes, he was. They divorced.
Oh, I said was.
Anyway, I think he's a darker director, and I think the movies that are darker these days are doing better.
Right.
So, I'm okay with it, actually. Not to mention if he brings anything like that in. Yeah, you get where I'm going with that.
Okay, yeah. I personally, I don't care one way or the other because I'm looking at this. I'm trying to look. Based on a comic book.
I got a message.
What's the message?
It says, nice shirt. We're not going to say what the name is.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, is she in
Yes,
here?
she is.
Okay.
She's lurking.
Let's see. Gunn's previously directed credits include Slither and Super. I don't know what Super is. What is Super?
I knew it earlier and I can't think of it right now.
Fair enough. Honestly, this means nothing to me except for the fact that there's more Marvel Marvel stuff coming. Like, here's a tweet they showed from Ryan Peterson, Ant-Man, Guardian of the Galaxy, and Winter Soldier. Oh yeah, and Iron Man 3. Marvel's on their A game, and which we'll go back and draw the parallel that DC's trying to get Ben Affleck to do Justice League. So yes, Marvel is on.
One moment. Okay, and I'm back. Scroll up again.
So Marvel is definitely on their A game. I'm clicking buttons here. I should stop that.
Let's see here.
Why do you quit making
this
noise?
It says the Alien Ensemble is going to include Star-Lord, Drax,
Oh,
Groot,
cool. It tells what they are.
Mantis,
Star-Lord's a policeman.
Drax
is a magician. Groot as a tree being.
I think he looks really cool back here, though.
He looks like some evil thing from the Lord of the Rings.
Mantis.
Mantis, an alien woman hybrid.
And Rocket Raccoon, my favorite and yours.
Sounds so stupid. A genetically altered raccoon. From where? From Earth? Who genetically alters a raccoon and then suddenly he finds his way into space? That's what I want. So there's nothing. It's supposed to be released on August 1st, 2014. Oh, and the possible plot line.
Yep, click that.
Have at it.
Okay, let's see here. It is going to be about a U.S. pilot who ends up in space in the middle of a universal conflict and goes on to run with futuristic ex-cons. Now, that's actually interesting for me. They're not heroes, they're ex-cons.
That sounds familiar.
What?
Oh God, what show is that?
Really? A space show?
Yeah.
Sci-fi?
Yeah.
Farscape?
Yes. That's exactly what Farscape is. Read it again and then think of Farscape.
I've never watched Farscape.
Read it again.
It's about a U.S. pilot.
Farscape. Oh no, John Crichton.
Who ends up in space in the middle of a universal conflict.
Farscape.
And goes on the run with futuristic ex-cons who have something everyone wants.
The team he's running with. That's Farscape. Real freaking original.
No. Okay. And I heard this on another podcast this week, and I like the thought. There's no such thing as an original idea.
No, but I'm sorry. You can't just get the box for Farscape, read the back, and put it on the article.
I'm just saying.
No. This is tantamount to renting the movie and doing a book report, or doing the book report by writing what it says on the back of the book.
I like his name.
What's his name?
It could possibly refer to Vance Astro. You know that's an old character because that's just he's gonna be in space. Give him a space name.
Oh God, that's horrible. That's so bad. You couldn't. Please tell me that's not. Wait, no. For old school fans of the Guardians, the U.S. pilot would apparently refer to Vance Astro, who in original Guardians lore was an American pilot who spent 10 centuries in space as part of the first manned interstellar mission, only to find himself not only a futuristic Captain America-esque man out of time, but also superpowered as a result. However, it's possible that the description refers to Peter Quill of the more recent. See, I like that name better.
Again, it's not an old name, so of course you're gonna like it better.
Vance Astro?
I like it.
Horrible.
It's just like
It's Farscape.
It's just like alliteration in comic book names.
Peter
Parker,
okay.
Wally West.
I got that. It's Farscape. I'm sorry. I want to talk to the guy who wrote the script for this and go, no. If he's a test pilot of any sort, someone needs to shoot the screenwriter
if he's a test,
and tell him to watch a different sci-fi show.
If he's an actual U.S. pilot, Farscape. Test pilot, Green Lantern.
Fair enough. But still, no. The guy needs to be shot in the head. Moving on.
All right.
Next story.
You want to read it?
I'll do it. I've not read it yet, so I don't know what's going on. Scooby-Doo WWE movie coming. I'm sorry.
It's actually titled in the doc, Scooby-Doo and WWE WTF.
Film will blend cartoon with WrestleMania mystery. Okay, so I'm just
Wait, go back up. Cast them.
Huh?
Cast them with wrestlers.
No, did they do that?
They're gonna. The Scooby-Doo WWE collaboration will be in an animated feature. Warner Brothers is the studio behind the project.
No, wait, here we go. Here's the plot. You gotta hear the plot.
Okay.
When Shaggy and Scooby win tickets to WrestleMania, the entire gang travels in the Mystery Machine to WWE City. Wow. To attend the epic event. However, when a mysterious ghostly bear appears...
Wait. How long have they been around?
Who?
Scooby-Doo.
Long time.
And out of all that stuff, the best they could come up with...
A mysterious ghostly bear.
Was a bear.
And threatens to ruin the show. Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred work with the WWE superstars to solve the case. This... Now, okay, what was the movie with Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes?
Space Jam.
Good movie.
Good movie.
This, bad version of that.
Not even... no, because if you even connect it to Space Jam...
Sorry, guys. I'm reading the chat. If you're not watching this live, I'm reading the chat, and somebody in there just said, that just ruined my bleeping childhood.
Well, I've been planning on changing the name of the show because of every week what we do.
We ruin somebody's childhood.
We're going to call it Nerd and the Noob Ruin Your Childhood. Okay, no. The WWE talent on board, I want to go with this. Triple H, John Cena, Kane... The Miz, Brodus Clay, God, I hate that name. Santino Marella, Sin Cara, AJ. Oh, I know who that is. That's a girl.
Oh, and Vince McMahon, of
Vincent
course.
Kennedy McMahon.
Of course. What? I don't...
So, okay, here's that. Okay, you got Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I don't think they're doing that. I think
Santino would be Scooby-Doo.
I think the crew, the mystery team, what are they called? The Scooby-Doo people are going to be cartoons.
Now, hey, did you know that the same person has voiced Freddy since the beginning?
God, he's got to be like 100 by now.
Frank Welker is a voice talent, probably one of the most famous, just short of the gentleman who did Looney Tunes for years and years. And I know his name, I just can't think of it right now. But he's been the voice of Fred ever since the beginning.
Here we go.
What?
A contributor to Yahoo Sports had this to say: "Just like my parents, I now believe that everything from the past is better than everything is today. The clearest example of this is the WWE,
who lost a fight with a World Wildlife Foundation for the name of their show or their company. I'm sorry.
My God! Why would you do this? No, and again, why is it a bear? Why don't they have a mysterious, invisible wrestler that's trying to pick any of one of the ones that have died or that they thought have died? They've faked the death of.
I mean, you could totally use.
There's no way to make
his career's dead. You could totally do Ric Flair. His career's dead.
There's no way to make this a good movie. None whatsoever.
Even if it's a good animated movie, it's
no. There's no way to make this a good movie. Just like Smurfs was okay.
Neil Patrick Harris is in it.
Yeah, okay, so that's what made it okay. The fact that I'm sorry. No. Again, as the chat says, ruined my childhood.
More than ruin a childhood.
What is this? We have another article here.
You're ruining generations of stuff.
How do they do it?
No. I wanted you to read the thing.
WWE announces crossover movie with Scooby-Doo, confirms that we are living in the best of all possible worlds. You've lost your mind.
And then they threw a stamp. They've got the WWE watermark over Scooby.
No. A ghost bear. A ghost bear. Is it freaking Yogi? No, we're just skipping. Okay, moving on. Next thing.
Wait.
Nope, I'm done. I clicked the X. I can't do it anymore. Go do the next story. I can't. Go for it.
This one is sad. I hate ending on sad notes for the long box, which is not very long today.
Stupid wrestlers! Go ahead.
Joe Kubert, if you had to say, one of the comic book artists of comic books in general. He's been around drawing since Superman first grabbed a car. He died this past week, 85 years old. He's famous for characters like Sergeant Rock, Hawkman. If you know anything about the DC characters, he created the Thanagarians, which is Hawkman, Hawkgirl, and their whole race.
They're the Hawk Peoples.
Yeah, the Hawk Peoples. But he started out doing, action comics, which was Superman and All-Star comics and early World War II comics. And we've got a list of his works here. It looks like he started somewhere around 1938. He was born in 1926, and by 1938 he was already drawing in what would become some of the greatest comics ever.
Right.
Let's see here. Here's a list of what he's done.
I've never heard of these.
Tarzan, Tor.
Yeah, okay.
He did Three Stooges. Let's see here. See, that's just as the writer.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go down to
Penciler.
Wait, is there an actual art?
No,
Inker?
Penciler, Inker. They're all.
Don't say they're all the same. Somebody else.
No, they're all separate.
You've
got stuff like I said, Sergeant Rock. He worked for both companies, DC and Marvel. He did Young
X-Men
All-Stars.
Ultra 3 preview.
He did stuff. Look at the dates on some of this stuff.
2005. Yeah.
He started the Joe
Wizard How to Draw. You remember those?
I do remember Wizard How to Draw.
Does it show a picture? I want to see that.
No, maybe.
Show me a picture.
Yes, it does.
It does.
He started a school, Joe Kubert School of Art, I believe is what it was called. And it started out, I'm sure, just as a silly comic book guy wanting to, draw comics and stuff like that. And I love this picture that they've got on iFanboy. It's, you see that there's a lot of really old school characters and stuff, but I loved it. I love his art. I was looking at a lot of it today. It's one of the Blackhawks.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, look down here. You've got I can't think of his name now. You got Martian Manhunter over here. You've got Sugar and Spice right here. I know
wow, that's
that
a weird look for Nightwing.
It might be a version of but I kind of think that might be the Lone Ranger.
Oh, that's possible because there's Robin.
Yeah, but you know his kids. He's got 2 boys that are older. They have become 2 of the most accomplished artists in comics today. There's a comment here that says legend is not a strong enough word to describe him, and that's true. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know a lot about his stuff because I recently got back into comics. I haven't had a chance to go back and read a lot of the old stuff, but you should.
Right.
You really should look up. I'm sure there are artist editions out there of his art. It's very good art. I have great respect for the man doing it for as long as he did, and just teaching so many people, because there's photos of him teaching up until he went into the hospital, you know, within this last year, you know, teaching in his school, and it's well known for, you know, not just being a school for comic book artists, but being a school for artists in general.
Nice.
And I think that's good. And, you know, I think respect should be paid by anybody in anything that, you know, that talks about comic books, that talks about any of this stuff. I think you should at least talk about him once.
Right. Joe Kubert. Some people in the chat are asking what his name was again.
Joe Kubert. I'm sorry.
Joe Kubert. So, all right, well, we'll move on from that because, you know, we don't like the depressing around here, and it's just sad that, you know, nobody likes to see anybody die, especially somebody who's so deep into the fabric of comics.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, basically, if you've read a comic ever, it was probably, there's a good shot that person modeled something after him.
Right. All right, so moving on. Speaking of older comics, Comic of the Week this week, we went a little left of our norm.
Our norm is, you know,
mainstream
superheroes, and we decided on...
This week we have the Peanuts, number 1 of 4 from Kaboom Studios.
It's written by a lot of people. There are some of the stories in here from Charles Schulz, but hey, go back. I want to see how many stories did it say were in it. You went. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 stories in it. He did the story for looks like a few of them, and then other people are doing them, and trying to keep his legacy going.
Right. Now I like it at the beginning of it. They've got
Schroeder, old one.
First appearance May 30th, 1951.
Now that's funny. I didn't know Schroeder first appeared as an infant, not just a kid. I assumed they've all been pretty much the same.
But so yeah, it's just the ink in it. It's just Charlie Brown. Really, you can't say much bad about it. The stories on them are funny.
Stories are pretty cute, actually.
I don't think any of them really let down.
I really like this one, actually.
Yeah, there's one here with Snoopy, and he's apparently lost his mind.
He's the Red Baron.
Yes, he's playing.
If you ever watched Charlie Brown, Snoopy gets on his doghouse, and he's Charlie, and he's the Red Baron with the little hat and the stuff.
Right.
But he's right. Some of the coloring has changed a little bit. He normally has a yellow shirt. In this, he's got a red shirt. But it keeps true to the artwork. The word balloons are still. The word balloons they've looked just like they have ever since. You were a little kid reading the comics and thought you were reading the paper.
Right. No, I agree. I like it. I thought it was cool. Go ahead. Tell it.
This was both of our favorites.
How to draw Linus Van Pelt,
as demonstrated by Charlie Brown. And this was really, really cool, actually.
It takes baseball items and tells you how to draw Linus. So you start it with a glove.
Baseball mitt. Just a baseball mitt.
Baseball mitt. And you draw that, and then you kind of do...
You round it off. And then that's his head. Then you take a baseball diamond and imagine that centered on that spot. And then the first base and third base are the ears. So then you go to the next page. And he puts the pitcher's mound
right
where the
around the
nose goes.
middle. So you put a C right in the middle of the pitcher's
Now
mound.
this one was my favorite because it was creative.
Which one?
If the third and first baseman came to the mound for a conference, they would be standing where Linus's eyes would go.
Yeah. And then you've got his hair is a bunch of home run balls from the back of his head.
His mouth are the dashes on a blank score during an inning, which apparently their team gets a lot.
His neck is about the size of a grip of a bat. His body resembles home plate.
But see, look, it even shows it here. His body and his head in the cartoon are pretty much the same distance.
Oh, yeah, we knew that. Height, you mean?
Well, from top to bottom, that can be a distance.
Yeah. Anyways, his hands are... Now, draw 2 big plastic kitty bats for his arms. I love that. They use... But it works. This whole thing works. Now, obviously, not everybody could draw
We were
this.
going to try this, but couldn't find pencils because we just screwed this up.
I have a pen right there.
Yeah, but we need pencils.
Yeah, I know. But it's trying to draw this. Wait. Oh, apparently she's trying to draw. Well, hang on a minute now. Let's see here. Oh, wait. I can't. I can't give it to him.
You can't. And screen capping it would be illegal.
That's true. It would be. So I can't show you, but if you've got Comixology, go spend, what was it, 99 cents? $1.99?
No, this was an expensive book.
How much was it?
$3.99.
Okay, so apparently he picked a $4 Charlie Brown book.
I wanted to.
But if you have a Comixology and you got $4 to spare, go get it. It's, like I said, Peanuts #1 of 4 from Kaboom Studios.
That's why I got it. That's why I paid that much. Marvel and DC, I'm not going to pay that much for a book. Kaboom Studios, some of the smaller ones, I'll pay it.
It says Peanuts Volume 2, #1.
Check it out. It reminds you of sitting at the table with your parents, pretending to read the paper, and all you have is the funnies.
Personally, I prefer the black and white versions. I liked it. I thought the coloring was nice.
I do too.
But I prefer picking up a newspaper, which nobody does anymore, and pulling out the comic section and reading the black and white versions. But then again, that's just me being old-fashioned, because I am old. So that was the comic of the week.
Are you time for the fight this week?
Wait, no. Who won last week?
Bring it up. You gotta bring it up.
Oh, I can't change that one. Sorry, my bad. I changed it. Alright, so last week...
no, that's new versus ideas.
I may have deleted it. No. Hang on. I'll find it. Is it that one? No. That one. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
What'd you do with it?
Let's do that.
There you go, week 9.
So last week's was Iron Man versus Darth Vader, and we're looking at this here. I had Iron Man,
and I had Vader.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1 on Twitter that we saw. So 5 for for Iron Man, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Vader. Plus, unfortunately, my wife picked Vader.
So that would be a big old victory.
Wait, how many weeks did it take?
I don't care. I get to make a mark on my own section.
How many times did I win so far?
It took me since we started doing Noob versus.
Oh, so it is 5-1.
But that was a good win for me because I'm a Star Wars nerd.
I still say it's rigged. Iron Man would win. Darth Vader, all he does is... I'm going to pinch you. I'm going to pinch you. I'm going to pinch... And I'm sure Iron Man has beat a psychic before, which is using the Force is essentially the same thing as being like Jean Grey.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Besides, you wouldn't have to use it for. Iron Man would start using his
Yes.
cannons.
Yes.
And Vader would whip out the mad lightsaber skills.
Yes.
And hit him right back. Just deflection.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Deflect it.
Okay, but what happens when he goes and shoots missiles? He can't deflect those with a lightsaber.
No, he grabs them out of the air with his force powers and then pushes them back.
Yeah, because that's gonna work.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
You should play some of the games.
No.
It's incredible.
He cheated. Vader would crush Iron Man without even moving. What?
Yeah.
Our chat, someone in our chat says Vader would crush Iron Man without even moving. I call foul.
You call hacks?
I call hacks.
No hacks.
You cheated this.
No hacks here.
You cheated. Why is there timestamps now?
It timestamps it.
Cool. You cheated here.
No cheating on me.
Yep, you cheated.
No cheating.
You're
just mad because one of your favorites didn't come in here and stack the vote this time.
You cheated. One of my favorite. I don't ask the vote to be stacked. I feel saddened that Iron Man lost this because he was cheated a victory that he clearly deserves.
No.
I mean, if you take Vader as Hayden Christensen, he's a big whiny baby. Yes, Iron Man is a drunk,
but we're not using that Vader. We're using the all-powerful Lord of the Sith.
Who gets killed by lightning.
Yes.
Hand lightning, which is the same as a blaster. Boom. I win! How do you people not see this?
What we'll do is we'll make Iron Man sit in the waiting area first in the Death Star.
Uh-huh.
And just give him some drinks.
Okay. What he can also do is he can do the flying thing easier than Luke did and shoot that little hole that Vader can't seem to get plugged in the Death Star. And then so yeah.
It wasn't a hole in the second Death Star, it was the side of the Death Star.
It was the side of the Death Star. Alright, moving on!
To the Noob versus, and I was driving in the car and had this one.
Okay, I got to pick first because you figured out both of them.
Because I figured out both of them.
So.
And we're going to show our age in this one because, well, let's face it, we're just getting older. Voltron, which is the 5 lines that connect together.
I know who Voltron is.
I'm just helping the youngers. 5 lines connect together to make a giant robot.
Okay, gotcha. Next.
Against the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord.
And I chose Voltron just because most people aren't going to admit... Wait, I said most people aren't going to admit that Voltron...
You already picked
Power Rangers were going to win.
Megazord is mine.
Dadgummit. I picked Voltron.
No, because Voltron would just end up looking like another cheesy rubber robot.
Cheesy! Have you watched those Power Rangers shows over again?
Yes, I have.
They're horrible.
I have 2 movies.
They're horrible. No, not the movies. No. The movies actually had a budget. The shows, horrible. I loved the show. Don't get me wrong. I loved Power Rangers when I was growing up. But, come on. Have you watched it? It's worse than the Godzilla movies from the 80s. Just saying. So this week's is Voltron versus the Power Rangers Megazord. The first Power Rangers. The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Do you remember which dinosaurs made the Megazord?
Well, there was a T-Rex.
Yes.
Pterodactyl.
Yes.
Triceratops.
Yeah, once you get there, yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'm missing 2, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Hang on. Shut up. Mastodon.
Yes.
Who am I missing? I'm missing yellow.
You're missing yellow.
What was yellow? Sabretooth.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Ah! What was Voltron? Lion.
5 lion.
Lion. Wait.
Lion.
Lion.
Wait, was there? Yeah, there.
Yeah. Lion. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay. So again, in the chat we have one for Power Rangers, and we have one for Voltron.
No, Dan, we can't use the white one because the white one was not the original.
Yeah. Sorry. And green was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was.
So that's your Noob versus for this week. I hope you guys enjoy that. We're going to make sure. Here's what we want. We're going to put that on Twitter. We're going to have that on the description of the YouTube video, anything like that.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about doing that.
We're going to try and put the link everywhere we can. And what we want you to do is share the link with anybody you can think of that's willing to vote and send in their votes so that we can have a real, true, honest-to-God contest.
We keep track of it.
Yes, we do.
So far, the only one we've been able to ever keep real, honest-to-God, have a argument about was Lex Luthor versus Joker, which I still say was hacks.
Lex Luthor will always win. That's
Are you putting
right.
him up the right way? Okay.
I'm putting him up the right way.
You haven't actually picked one for Noob Discusses.
I probably won't do one this week. Because I didn't have time. Or couldn't be bothered.
Could use that.
Either one. I didn't like Zelda that much. I might use... no. I thought I was going to use that one.
No, just come on.
Alright, we're not going to have a Noob versus this week. This is great. Oh, wait, what am I at? There we go.
Expendables.
I'm getting there. We have a lot of we have a lot for the short box this week. Come on, get off there. Thank you.
I want that one to go first. It needs to go first.
Alright, it's over there. It's
and
first.
we also need to show it to everybody.
Okay, so where's it at? Short box. Alright, so for the short box this week, first things first is I have no idea how to show that. I guess I can screen cap it. Add screen region. We'll do this right here. Grab that. Alright, so on the screen now, and for those of you that aren't watching, you can check out the link.
Check out the link on YouTube.
And what we have here is we have apparently Batman Hates Call Me Maybe from Imgur. Whatever the crap that is. And you have Superman singing, "Hey, I just met you.
And this is crazy.
But here's my number.
So call me maybe."
Then you got Batman going, "For the love of
Clark,
I will kill you. Don't tempt me." And then you have Nightwing,
who drops out of the top.
"It's hard to look right at you, baby."
And then Batman just shoves his head back up.
Probably one of the best comics we've seen in a long time. That's pretty funny. I love that. That is just, I think this is probably one of the best things right here.
I like the fact that they have Nightwing drop in.
Yeah.
That's
that, and he's all singing it. Like the first, like Superman was just saying it. "Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy."
It's how he's thinking, you know. It's stuck in his head.
But Nightwing comes down, "At you, baby." It's like, what is wrong with you? There's something wrong with you, man. So yeah, you should go check out that link and spread it around because it's kind of funny.
It is quite funny.
I don't know who did the art on it. Hairseek.deviantart.com. Tell them we sent you. If you go to that website, tell them we sent you. Alright, so moving on to the rest of the short box. This one, I'm going to let you have this one.
Avengers 2 the release date is scheduled for May 1st, 2015. Hey,
no, you screwed with me the other day because you were like, it's going to be 2014. Maybe it's 2013.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Wait. But doesn't this make sense now? How long do they have Will Wheaton? Joss Whedon? How long do they have Joss Whedon for?
2016?
2015.
2015?
They have him to the release of Avengers 2. And then they'll lock him up for another 5 years. For
I think that
Avengers 3, The End of the World.
5 years, let's see, it's 12. That's 3 years from now. That's a lot of movies in 3 years. That's assuming this is the last one to come out.
Yeah, see,
out of that section.
I don't think he'll come back because by then he'll have made enough money to go ahead and just pay for Firefly Season 2 on his own.
This is great though. I mean, they've got a date. Unfortunately, it's 3 years from now.
I know, but I mean, we also have peppered in another Cap, another Thor, another
Iron Man,
another X-Men. Possibly a Daredevil.
Yeah, we need to talk about that, by the way, the X-Men thing.
What I did?
It's not an origin story if it's the second one.
That would be Wolverine.
Are they doing X-Men again?
Yes.
Another first class type?
Number 2.
Same characters?
I don't know. Hadn't been announced.
Okay, we really need to see that. So yeah, anyways, 3 freaking years for this show.
But it's okay. When he came into Avengers 1, someone else had written it, and he goes, No. Let me try. He is returning to write and direct. He is down as the writer.
Nice.
Wait.
Sorry, I want to read the text. What's it say?
When does Iron Man 3 come out?
I have no idea.
No clue. I know that when does my text message said when does Iron Man 3 come out? And I don't know. I do know shooting got delayed this week because
Tony Stark. Otherwise known as
Robert Downey Jr.
Thank you.
Hurt his ankle during shooting. Iron Man 3 comes out next year. Everyone says, okay then.
So, anything else about the
Joss Whedon?
Joss Whedon? Sorry, I just saw an article here that we should have talked about. Is Emma Watson in 50 Shades of Grey?
Not for this podcast. Not for this podcast.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've got what would it Decision 2016?
What is that?
It would be the next election.
Well, if it's this year,
it would be 2016. I've already got it. Joss Whedon for president.
Oh, that's not
We're starting it right here. Joss Whedon for president.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
And instead of foreign policy, he just directs all movies.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him not being president, but I'm okay with him being president of all good movies. Like, if you want to make a good movie,
if you had to give him a title within the Marvel movie studios, what would his title be? He can't obviously be president because they have a guy.
Hang on, wait. Senior VP over writing and production.
I like it. Let's send a letter to your congressman.
Senior VP over writing and production. Honestly, if he was VP over writing, movies would come out a lot better. Screw the production. So they're gonna, as long as the story's good.
None of their production have been bad yet. Everything's been high end. All right, moving on.
Next thing.
I loved this next thing.
Okay. The Avengers star Agent Phil Coulson, imagined as the Vision. What is this? The
Vision is called the son of Ultron, which was a cyborg, or not a cyborg, an android, a robot. Okay. Is it an android? Would you classify him as an android?
I have no idea.
He's self-aware.
Oh, I thought this. See, when I looked at this earlier, I thought they were talking about him coming back as Vision.
Vision is he's an android, whatever you want to call him. He is the he's considered the soul of the Avengers team.
Right.
He's their conscience, and you kind of think that's what Coulson would have been.
Right.
So a lot of people think that Coulson's not really dead, that he's just hurt really bad, and he's going to end up coming back as an android.
Right.
And if that happened, yes.
You think it would work?
I think it would be cool.
He looks a little weird in this.
He does look a little weird, but it's still really cool.
Neat pictures. I like it. I think it's a good idea. I did not know that Vision was Ultron's quote-unquote son. How did that happen?
I don't know. I really don't.
You're the nerd.
I don't know.
We should look
Avengers
this up.
was not a one that I read a lot when I was a kid.
We should look this up one day.
We should.
Because that looks neat. Guys, you got to see these pictures. Here, let me show you. Let's see. We're going to show the chat these pictures. This is what happens when you look at the chat. Is you get to see this stuff. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Looks good.
Coulson.
He looks good.
Coulson
as Vision.
All right. I'm buying that. All right, next thing. Daredevil movie reboot reportedly dead. Thank you, God. Director leaks sizzle reel.
A director, what was his name? Joe Carnahan had put together a team to make a 1970s style Daredevil movie.
Okay.
There's a couple of things from YouTube that we're not going to show in the video. Go check it out. He mashed together a whole bunch of old 80s, 70s flick stuff and in some Daredevil movie stuff. Mm-hmm. Personally speaking, I don't want to see the Daredevil in the 70s anything.
I still want to click that.
No clicking.
I'll have to click it later. I'm just glad it's dead. I mean,
it's dead from Fox because it did revert back to Marvel. And my bet is since it's reverted back, I'd put money on they've already started talking about what movie to do for him.
See, I hope not.
I hope so.
No.
I want to see Marvel do this guy.
They killed. It was horrible. I know Marvel
Fox
didn't do
did
it.
it.
I know, but still.
I mean, we all know how smart Fox is, right?
They
canceled Firefly.
You can't.
They canceled Family Guy.
No, you cannot change this to make it that much better. I mean, the story. No, it's. I just don't think you can do it.
I think it'll happen, and I think it'll be good.
I don't see it happening, at least in the next 10 years.
No, it won't take 10 years.
I don't see it happening. All right, next spot. Go ahead.
Oh, you're the game guy.
Oh. I haven't read this yet. New Deadpool video game screens and concept art. Word up, man. Look at that. You guys really should click on these links.
Funhouse.
You guys really should look at these links. That's
Scroll
not
down
the
a
one.
little bit more.
Boink, boink, boink. There it is. This is awesome. Deadpool looks awesome. Where's the Deadpool movie? I thought we were getting a Deadpool
doing
movie.
so much crap that he just apparently doesn't have time to do it. Wait, look, I love it. I can't wait to throw someone off of this. It's just a giant high rise.
It looks good. I want to see this. I want to see. Yeah, that's good.
Didn't know that was down there.
Yeah. Randomly, you get Marvel swimsuit special. You got Rogue in a bikini. Who's
Psylocke.
that? Huh?
Psylocke.
And then Deadpool
No, I
game
didn't check
teaser.
it out. I don't know if it's any good.
I just want to play Deadpool. I just want to do the swords. I don't care about his guns so much. But
if you've never checked it out, look for Deadpool hates Jar Jar.
Okay, wait. I have to Google this. Deadpool hates. That's hats. Hates Jar Jar.
Yes. Jar Jar Binks.
That?
Yeah.
I guess the only way is to make a run for it. What does it say? Frigate has us outclassed, but maybe we can get lucky. Wrong again, Bob. Bill?
No, his name's Bill.
Oh.
Like
Bill.
Han Solo said to Chewbacca in The Return of the Jedi, fly casual.
Actually, I like the three new films better. The special effects are fantastic, and Hayden Christensen is an amazing actor.
And then Deadpool shoots him in the head.
You say Jar
Jar Binks is an abomination. Say it!
Jar Jar Binks is an abomination. Jar Jar Binks is an abomination. That's fantastic. All of you need to do that right now, unless you're driving in your car. You need to Google Deadpool hates Jar Jar Binks.
If you're driving in your car, pull off to the side of the road, get
And
your
Google.
smartphone out, and Google Deadpool hates
Jar
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 Binks. A buddy of mine showed me this one, and it was great. I loved it.
That's awesome. I like that. All right, so next thing up is, what are we looking at?
The Legend of Zelda. Dark Horse published The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. It's apparently was done in Japan already and is their best-selling book.
Nice.
It's a 272-page hardcover volume that features the history of Link, Zelda, and Hyrule.
And for the longest time, did you know that Zelda is not the dude you play as?
I did not.
For the longest time, I was under the impression that you were Zelda. Thought it was weird to have a dude as a chick, but, either way. But did not realize it was Link. So, just a little knowledge at you.
I'm actually considering buying that.
Really?
I have a friend that would really love it. I'm going to link it to him this week at work.
Our sister would like this.
Our sister would love this.
How much is it?
Click the listing.
Let's see.
Currently on pre-order, you
It's
save
$20.99.
it's 40% off, and you can buy it for $20.99. And tell them
That's pretty good.
Tell them Nerd and the Noob sent you.
Tell them Nerd and Noobs with you. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. All right. Last thing, I believe. Maybe not. We'll see.
I didn't look at those last two.
We'll see how we're running on time after this. All right. Expendables 2 knocks out Bourne Legacy. Of course it did. Come on.
There's one action hero verse 45.
Exactly. Come on.
What did
This
it
is
make,
the
though?
coolest.
I didn't actually get to look.
All right. With Expendables 2, Sparkle and Paranormal all new and in wide release.
I've heard Paranorman is really funny.
Paranorman, yeah. Holdovers like the Bourne Legacy in the campaign. Excuse me.
It's late.
Ooh, like the campaign and are finding some competition. It's pretty easy to tell what will take Bourne's #1 spot. The Expendables 2, which appeals to the same action-loving crowd, made $10.5 million on Friday. And with an A- cinema score to get it through the weekend, it will take the #1 spot handily with $30 million. Bourne will now have second place, but with a distant $16.8 million. I mean, come on. That is freaking awesome. Where's the cast? We need to look at this. How do we look at this? Let's go IMDb.
Really?
IMDb.com. .com. I need EXP, Expendables 2. Thank you.
We've already been through the cast before.
I'm reading the cast. Shut up. Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren,
Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Terry Crews, Randy Couture, Liam Hemsworth. Do you know who he is?
Liam?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was in Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Okay. Scott Adkins. I don't know who that is.
Don't know. We
Let's
don't
see,
really
let's see what he was in.
We don't need to keep going.
Just
He's
curious.
obviously a bad guy.
Universal, he was in.
Wait.
What?
What is that?
There's a movie. He's apparently going to be Smoke in the Mortal Kombat movie.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Write that down.
What? Write what down?
Somebody write that down. I got to look into that.
All right. Here, there. I opened a new link. We'll look at it in a minute. He was also apparently an X-Men. He was Weapon... What is that?
He was uncredited.
Oh, as Weapon 9?
That would not...
XI? Or is that 11?
I think that's 11.
I wonder if he was the Deadpool guy at the end.
Probably.
He was in the Bourne Ultimatum. Neat. Okay, so he was in a few things. Let's see. Who else we missing? Next. Wait, Chuck Norris.
It's Booker. Jean-Claude Van Damme is playing...
Villain. I
thought I said villain at first. I was like, oh, that's a crappy name.
I swear to God, that's what I read earlier. I was like, what? That's horrible. All right, then we got the chick. Nobody cares. Amanda Ooms. Nobody cares. Charisma Carpenter. So
Everyone cares.
Come on, I watched Buffy because of her. And
I watched Angel because of her.
That's all I'm seeing. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm assuming 12 action-y heroes. That's a lot.
And then you have...
Charisma Carpenter. Yeah, and then you have Bourne movie. Which, don't get me wrong, I still really want to see that movie. I just haven't gotten the chance yet.
I'd say that was a good show.
Aw, I love these texts. Why doesn't she type?
Phone.
Is she watching on the phone?
Watching on a phone.
He keeps getting these texts from his friend, and she says, "Oh, I thought it was Liam Hemsworth."
No, Chris.
That would be Thor. Chris.
Chris.
Which is Thor, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just laughing at the text. So yeah, it's Expendables 2.
Sorry, I'll put it away.
Expendables 2 is going to knock them out of the water.
And that is everything for this show. I didn't get to go over those, so we will use them.
Wait! I just want to.
What are you doing to me?
I'm just pulling them up. They're two quick stories. Oh crap! There's sound in there. Stop that! Stop it! No. Alright, so these are 2 things from G4. The history of Mortal Kombat. These are just 2 things you need to go check out. 20 years ago, the first Mortal Kombat hits arcades, and 30 million copies, and more than a few controversies later, the series is still going strong. So, X-Play takes a look back at that, and then we've got the new Black Ops 2 multiplayer trailer, Saliva. That should be fun. And that, my friends, is our show. Let's see how we did. How did we do? 54 minutes.
About the same as always.
-4 because of we screwed around at the intro.
Yeah, we did screw around at the beginning.
So
but still, we did. How did we do?
Oh, sorry. Somebody just came in and said, yes, they're in the noob. It's kind of over. We've been going for 50 minutes. I really need to get a counter somewhere in the screen.
Watermark behind us.
Yeah. So, guys, hope you've enjoyed the show. I am Michael. I am the noob.
My name is Greg. I am the nerd. If you want to get a hold of us, you can email us at nerdandthenoob@gmail.com.
Or on Twitter at nerdandthenoob.
Or you can get us personally at gman0184 is mine.
Or at OPEC_mango. Don't ask. It's a long story.
We'll talk about it one day.
Yeah, one of these days I'll have to be the subject of Nerd and the Noobish.
We could do like a YouTube gamers
episode. We could do that.
We go up on everything now. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We're on Android devices. We're on iTunes.
Have you checked to see how many different things we're on?
Well, I know that
we're not on double. What is that? Double Twist?
What is Double Twist?
You need to figure out how to get us on that.
I will look into Double Twist. If you know of anything else that we're not on that I can push our product onto people for, let me know. Anything else can you think of?
I can't think of anything else.
Please go in, vote. At the latest, I will have everything up and live by Wednesday. That means the voting for new verses.
Yep.
And show notes will be up so everybody can check out what we read this week.
Yep.
And as I say at the end of every show now, whether it's just one of you or 1,000 of you, you are all epic. So please stay epic.
Peace out, guys.
Later.